Good evening and welcome to Art Nordoff Live, Quarantine Edition. On March 15th, 2020, like 1 year ago today, the entire city of LA was closed down for COVID. And now, 1 year later, March 15th, 2021, they're opening things back up. There's hope. It's daylight savings time. I think we're moving into a better space. So since I don't have much to do, I thought I'd put a little show together and to commemorate this occasion. Happy days are here again, the sky above is clear again. So let's sing a song of cheer again. Happy days are here again. Come on, all together, shout it now. There's no one who can doubt it now. So let's tell the world about it now. Happy days are here again. Your cares and troubles are gone. There'll be no more from now on. From now on, oh, happy days are here again. The sky above is clear again. So let's sing a song of cheer again. Happy times, happy nights, happy days are here again. Wow, that song was written in 1929. Didn't become a hit till 1932 when Franklin Delano Roosevelt used it as his theme song for his presidential campaign. Just a bit of trivia. Well, welcome back. Welcome back to Art Nordoff Live. It's been a while. I've missed you. And for you newcomers, there's only one rule. No booing. Now, long before there was Adele, this female white singer from Great Britain with this big old voice that conquered the world, that had already been done by another female white singer from Great Britain who had a big old voice, and that, of course, was Dusty Springfield. And she had a bunch of hits. But this is my favorite Dusty Springfield song. It's called You Don't Have to Say You Love Me, unless, in the privacy of your own home, go right ahead. When I said I needed you, you said that you would always stay. It wasn't me who changed but you, and now you're gone away. Don't you see that now you're gone, and I'm left here on my own, that I had to follow you and beg you to come home. You don't have to say you love me, just be close at hand. You don't have to stay forever, I will understand. Believe me, I can't help but love you. Believe me, I'll never let you down. Left alone with just a memory, life seems dead and so unreal. All that's left is loneliness. There is nothing left to feel. You don't have to say you love me, just be close at hand. You don't have to stay forever, I will understand. Believe me, you don't have to say you love me, just be close at hand. You don't have to stay forever, I will understand. Believe me. Dusty Springfield, She's gone, but she's not forgotten, at least not by me. I really had nothing to do for a year, so I am working on my memoir. Old Jew in a Barca lounger with a cat. Now, my publisher thinks the title's a little long. We're working on that. But it's the follow-up to my last memoir. You must have read it. Art Nordoff, the man who had nothing and lost it all. I think you can still pick that one up on eBay. I have been writing songs for 40 years. Hard to imagine. And this song is one of my oldest songs. It was from the Nordoff and Loebner years. Now, I wrote songs with Joe Loebner. We were Nordoff and Loebner. And we worked in this town for 5 years, making records, playing clubs, the Troubadour. We were working our asses off for 5 years. And after 5, we were just amazingly unsuccessful. So we broke up after that. But this song is actually a request. Now, normally, I do not do requests because I don't barely know the ones that I'm playing tonight. But this one's for Tom Sharp, I believe he's watching. And it's the Nordoff and Loebner classic, Let's Get High. When you're feeling kind of lonely, you got no place to go, just listen very closely. There's one thing you should know. I got a little something both of us can do when we're sad and feeling low. Let's get high, spend the night together. Let's get high, nobody's gotta know. Let's get high through all the nasty weather, forever and wherever we go. Now, life is sorta empty, the world has got you down. Just pull yourself together, get your head up off the ground. Cause every time I see you, you're looking so depressed, just like all of the rest. Let's get high, let's get high, and spend the night together. Let's get high, nobody's gotta know. Let's get high through all the nasty weather, forever and wherever we go. So if you want the answer, then I have to pay the price. Just take my hand and come along. Now don't you think twice, cause I got a little something both of us can do when we're sad and feeling low. Let's get high and spend the night together. Let's get high, nobody's gotta know. Let's get high through all the nasty weather, forever, forever and wherever we go. Let's get high, spend the night together. Let's get high, nobody's gotta know. Let's get high through all the nasty weather, forever and wherever we go. I say, forever and wherever we go. I know, forever and wherever we go. Now that song was way ahead of its time. We loved it when we wrote it. Ran off to one of those big recording studios. It cost a lot of money, and I hired all these musicians. We made a copy of this, put them on those little things called cassettes. Some of you may remember them. Well, I took that cassette, I sent it to every major record company in the United States of America. Okay, I was rejected by every major record company in the United States of America. However, the A&R man at MCA Records over in Universal City called me. Well, we talked to each other, and he said, Art, I like the song. Wasn't a problem. What's that? It's too risque to play on the radio. It's 1978. And I went, God, it never crossed my mind. He said, you can't say let's get high and spend the night together. And, flash forward 40 years, I got MedMen begging to have this song as their theme song. So we'll see how it goes. Tastes change, times change. Why did I become a songwriter? I must have been insanity, but I was inspired to be a songwriter. Mostly, there were a lot of people, but mostly it was that guy. Now that guy is Harry Nilsson. Harry Nilsson was a big pop star in the late 60s, early 70s. You must remember Without You and Everybody's Talking. I was his biggest fan. I had all his albums from when I was from the time I was 13 to into my 20s. I had all of them. And I was his biggest fan. And by some quirk of fate, not only did I, in the late 80s, did I meet Harry Nilsson, I became friends with Harry Nilsson. And all I can say is, if you met Harry Nilsson for happy hour, you left when it was last call. He was an amazing guy, an amazing talent. Now this song is from a little cartoon he did for ABC called The Point. Some of you may have seen it. It's a cartoon, and he wrote all the storyline, and he wrote all the songs, and it was animated, and it's great. It's on Amazon Prime right now if you want to see it for free. And this is one of the more obscure songs, but it has meaning between me and Harry. And it's called Think About Your Troubles. Sit beside the breakfast table, think about your troubles, pour yourself a cup of tea, think about the bubbles. You can take a teardrop, drop them in a teacup, take it down to the riverside, throw them over the side to be swept up by the current, to be taken to the ocean, to be eaten by some fishes who were eaten by some fishes and swallowed by a whale who grew so old he decomposed. One, two. He died and left his body to the bottom of the ocean. Now everybody knows that when a body decomposes, the basic elements are taken back to the ocean, and the sea does what it oughta, and then there's salty water. Oh, and it tastes just like a teardrop, and it comes out of a faucet, which is just about to bubble. Now think about your troubles. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now think about your troubles. And think about your troubles now. Harry Nilsson, everybody. So I want to dedicate that to Harry. I also want to mention that his oldest son, Zach Nilsson, passed away from cancer just recently. I had worked with Zach and Kifo, his other son, on a project, and he was a nice kid. And so I'm dedicate that to Father and his son, Zach. Well, you know, the holiday season is upon us. Wednesday, 2 days from now, it's going to be St. Patrick's Day. You know that holiday where grown adults go get drunk, so drunk they throw up on the sidewalk. Then, a week or so later, it's Passover. Do not forget to unleaven your bread. And then a week after that, it's Easter. Now, who doesn't love a good peep? So happy holidays, everybody. So I was thinking, what do I miss most during quarantine? What have I missed most? Well, it certainly wasn't the gym. But it was obvious. It's bars. You know, I spent most of my adult life sitting on a bar stool over-tipping bartenders. Hence my financial situation today. But I was getting really nostalgic about bars, you know, sitting down, having a drink. And I guess that's going to be coming back next. But I thought of this song, which would be perfect for the quarantine show. Once upon a time there was a tavern where we used to raise a glass or two. Remember how we'd laugh away the hours and dream of all the great things we would do. Those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. We'd live the life we choose, we'd fight and never lose, for we were young and sure to have our way. Just tonight I stood before that tavern, Nothing seemed the way it used to be. In my glass I saw a strange reflection. Was that lonely fellow really me? Those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. We'd live the life we choose, we'd fight and never lose. For we were young and sure to have our way. Through the door there came familiar laughter. Saw his face and heard him call my name. Oh, my friends, we're older but no wiser. In our hearts, our dreams are still the same. Oh, geez, I need a drink. Like blood to a vampire. Those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. We'd live the life we choose, we'd fight and never lose. For we were young and sure to have our way. La 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 la. Those were the days. Oh yes, those were the days. Mary Hopkins, everybody. One-hit wonder as she was, I imagine. So I've had time to write songs, sitting here, and on my Barca launcher, and most of the songs I've written over the last year have been rather dark. You can imagine. This one of the darker ones. This one I actually wrote during the riot here in Hollywood. You know, Fairfax, Melrose, and I was watching it live on television, and it got personal to me when they sacked my Rite Aid on Sunset. Now, my first concern was with the employees, but more importantly, I was worried about aisle 25, the liquor aisle. Well, good news, bad news. The employers were fine, but the liquor aisle never made it. Fortunately, I'm adjacent to 2 other Rite Aids, so no need to send bottles, just cash. But I was watching this, and it was just overwhelming, and I came up with this song, and it's called All's Not Well. Fights in the streets, challenges to meet. Open your eyes, block out the lies, then stand and repeat. Nobody knows where all of this goes. There's a place in the sun that's already begun. So let the world know when you feel your heart beating, you know all's not well. You know all's not well. Fanning the flame of yesterday's games. We've seen this before. It needs no encore, cause it all looks the same. Turn up your mind. We're just a piece of mankind. So hold out your hand, make your last stand, and hope will be fine. When you feel your heart bleeding, you know all's not well. You know all's not well. Pray it's not forever. That's all that we can do. Hope the best of our angels will finally shine through. When you feel your heart bleeding, you know all's not well. Oh, when you feel your heart bleeding, you know all's not well. pity, isn't it? I have a tendency to write rather sad songs. Oh, God. It's been a tough year, let's face it. Whoa, we should look at the time. Whoa. It's amazing how time flies when you're in the midst of a psychotic episode. I don't know, you can't see it, but this watch is my grandpa Jaime's watch. 1949 Longines, Switzerland, Swiss watch, gold on the outside, gold on the inside. And it still runs. And I will never forget it. On his deathbed, my grandfather, he sold me this watch. It's an old Woody Allen joke. This next song is dedicated to my late husband, Danny. Now, our relationship was sort of like an old vaudeville joke. A Jew and a Mongolian walk into a bar. 3 years later, they get married. Since I was Jewish, he was Mongolian. We were Mongolish. I pitched it to ABC. Crickets. But Danny died very young from cancer as well, and I miss him a lot. So I like to do this song for Danny. Daniel, you're traveling tonight on the train. And I can see the red tail lights headed for Spain. Oh, and I can see Daniel waving goodbye. God, it looks like Daniel must be the clouds in my eyes. They say Spain is pretty, though I've never been. Daniel says it's the best place that he's ever seen. Oh, and he should know he's been there enough. Lord, I miss Daniel. Lord, I miss him so much. Daniel, my brother, you were younger than me. Do you still feel the pain of the stars that won't die? Your eyes have died. You see more than I. Daniel, you're the star in the face of the sky. Daniel, you're traveling tonight on a plane. I can see the red tail lights headed for Spain. Oh, and I can see Daniel waving goodbye. God, it looks like Daniel must be the clouds in my eyes. My eyes. Whoa, it looks like Daniel must be the clouds in my eyes. To Danny. To Mongolia. Viva Mongolia! Anybody out there ever been to Mongolia? It's very cold. That I know. I guess we should start winding this down. What do you think, Bill? Okay. I thought it would be a good song to say goodnight with. And this one came to mind. It's an old song too, but it was written by another songwriter I really respect. It was the late Peter Allen. He wrote it with Carol Bayer Sager. But it's aptly titled. Aptly is a difficult word to say when you've had 3 drinks. It's called I'd Rather Leave While I'm in Love. I'd rather leave while I'm in love. I still recall the meaning of the word. my dreams and just pretend that you and I are never gonna end. Too many times I've seen the rose die on the vine. Every time someone's heart gets broken, usually it's mine. And I'll never take the chance of being hurt again, 'cause you and I must say goodbye. So if you wake and find me gone, hey babe, carry on. You see, I need my fantasy. I still believe it's best to leave while I'm in love. Too many times I've seen the rose die on the vine. Every time someone's heart gets broken, usually it's mine. I'll never take the chance of being hurt again, 'cause you and I must say goodbye. So if you wake and find me gone, hey babe, carry on. You see, I need my fantasy. I still believe it's best to leave while I'm in love. Whoa. I still believe I'd rather leave while I'm in love. In love. Wait. Bill, do we have time for one more? I have to get permission on these things. First of all, so I want to say thank you all for watching. It means a lot to me. It really does. And I got to give a shout out to my fabulous director, Mr. Bill Hardesty, and to my cat, Chloe Rose Nordoff, who again has not made an appearance. So thanks again. I really appreciate it. Next time at the Kittens Room. Let's hope. People ask me, Art Nordoff, what's your favorite song? And I always answer saying, what kind of an asshole question is that? There are 4 billion songs written. But when push comes to shove, I usually fall back on this one. It was written in 1980. It was performed by the amazing Bette Midler. And my grandmother's name was Rose. Some say love, it is a river, brown tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, it is a hunger and endless aching need. I say love, it is a flower, and you, it's only seed. It's the heart afraid of breaking that never learns to dance. It's the dream afraid of waking that never takes the chance. It's the one who won't be taken, who cannot seem to give, and the soul afraid of dying that never learns to live. When the night has been too lonely and the the road has been too long, and you think that love is only for the lucky and the strong. Just remember, in the winter, far beneath the bitter snows, lies the seed that with the sun's love in the spring becomes the rose. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bill, turn off the camera.